first. Maintain him on the outside. And be careful with that right hand.
Round 6 of a scheduled 12.
Oscar starts off with a stiff jab.
And down goes Quartey on a classic De La Hoya left hook.
It was because of the way it dismantles you, that stiff jab of Oscar De La Hoya. Remember, the left hook was just part of it.
Quartey was down twice against Lopez. One of them was a flash, but the second one was on a hard punch like that.
Oscar should suppose now that this was done because of the effectiveness of the left jab, not because of the right punch. Don't go back to what you were doing. Don't get over anxious and start reaching.
Right hand retaliation for Quartey. De La Hoya begins to open up and trade, taking chances.
It's not necessary for Oscar. Not necessary at all.
He must believe he has the Ghanaian star hurt enough to contemplate finishing it. Down goes De La Hoya on a left-hand counter by Quartey.
It was because he got a little closer and he tried the uppercut too early.
Now you got the makings of a classic. And now it's Quartey who thinks he can finish. Hard to the body, hard to the body. And Halpern warns him that he must follow his instructions.
And Halpern gives De La Hoya a chance to recover.
Both men have been down in the 6th round. And both were real knockdowns on hard punches. Halpern deducted no points. That was just a warning to Quartey.
Oscar's starting to open up with the left uppercut, which is not a good idea yet.
And Quartey starting to come back with his jab.
Oscar's going to have to go back to his left jab, take control of the fight again. If not, it's just going to get rougher and rougher.
Another flush right hand cross for Quartey, and De La Hoya buckled for a moment, but didn't go down.
Now we see this famous jab that Quartey was talking about.
It was in the 6th round of the Leonard Hearns classic fight that the fight broke out. In the 6th round of this fight, the fight has broken out.
It's on now, baby. It is on.
It's up to the corners now to get Oscar back in control. This is when you need someone to communicate with you.
Because the more he brawls, the more chances he gives to Quartey. Hard left hook upstairs for De La Hoya. Quartey grins. That means he was hurt.
Now the jab is back for Oscar. Keep it up. Let him smile, but get your point. And Quartey has got to make sure he gets into the body of Oscar so he doesn't have any strength in that left jab.
Another right cross for Quartey, and De La Hoya's left eye has begun to swell. What a round.
Get your face good.
Boxea un poquito más con pasos laterales, ¿ok?
Okay, don't forget, okay? All right, first we're going to watch as Quartey goes down. He was a little off balance after taking a right hand. He comes in close, catches a left, doesn't appear to be hurt. Later, a perfect left hand drops De La Hoya on the seat of his pants.
Wasn't so much power, but right on the point.
Witness the punch you don't see coming. Crowd cheers as we get past the midpoint of the fight. Mitch Halpern wants the Vaseline off of De La Hoya's face. Too much grease.
Let me see. Okay, go!
That was very funny because the guy didn't take any grease off his face. He rubbed his head.
Brilliant. If Robert Alcazar got away without taking grease off his face, that's a heck of a move by the trainer.
I mean, that was great. Now, that's the first experienced thing I've seen Alcazar do.
All right, quickly, Harold, how do you have it?
Jim, 3 rounds apiece, 57-57. But round 6 definitely to Ike Quartey, because even though they traded knockdowns, Quartey certainly finished strong.
look at the swelling under De La Hoya's left eye.
I have it 4 rounds to 2 for Quartey.
Quartey's right hand became a factor in the bout in that last round.
Oscar, all he has to do is stand on his, watch the pivot, make sure your pivot is your right foot, and keep that jab out there.
We can also remember that in that great classic fight, that it was Leonard's eye that also started to close up in the middle of the fight. His left eye from Tommy Hearn's great right hand.
Now remember, Quartey has a history of tiring in the late rounds. But he's tired in the late rounds of fights where he's been throwing 70, 80, 90 punches in the early rounds. That hasn't been the case here.
Awful conservative. At the same time, he's not waiting in. He has a lot of respect for the power of Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar's doing a good job with the jab. Quartey is smelling blood. He's like a tiger gotten loose there. Everything is jumping up. He's jumping up on his jab. He jumps up on his right hand. Everything is jump.
Fascinating, and what a testimony to the brilliance of their work habits that both of these great fighters at the height of their careers have introduced new elements into their game, and successfully so for this fight.
You're right, Jim. Quartey is showing more versatility in his boxing ability, and De La Hoya is using the right hand.
That's right. Whenever Oscar decides to throw a jab, whether it's hard or not, Quartey does nothing. Now he's relaxed. He's got his elbows in, Quartey has, and he's intending to jab for some now.
But now that Quartey made his right hand a factor in the bout in the last round, De La Hoya is much more reluctant to throw the jab.
Yeah, but he's gotten relaxed now. He's got his elbows close, and he feels like he can do whatever he wanted to now.
I don't see De La Hoya landing much at all.
Hard right cross for Quartey. De La Hoya wobbles again. Oscar trying to come back with the left hook. Quartey looking for a shot.
Dale vuelta y dale vuelta. Boxea.
You're fighting like you're stuck in mud. You got legs, use them. You have better legs than the other guy, use them.
You got to be first out there. When you set him up, let that combination, he covers up.
You need to get some distance.
Okay, you're doing very well now. I'm very proud of you. Okay. Now when you jab, I want you to step to the side. Okay. Don't give him the full body. Don't give him the full body. Just step to the side. Okay.
End of the round. Quartey with a nice combination probably won the round for him. You heard in the corner Gil Clancy saying to De La Hoya, you're fighting like you're stuck in the mud. You've got better legs than him. Use them.
That's right.
And De La Hoya begins to bounce, and you've always said, George, he's most dangerous offensively when he gets up and bounces like this.
You get a little bounce in his legs, he's going to do something to you. He works off the bounce.
It gives him the rhythm to fire his power punches.
Now he goes back into the mud, as Gil would say again. Keep your feet moving. If you're in condition, why not move them? You got nothing to prove. You can box.
Between rounds, to my eyes at least, De La Hoya wore a discouraged look on his face. Quartey always looks the same, even when he's down on the canvas. De La Hoya unwilling to commit to the left. Too many right hands have been coming back.
Yeah, he doesn't want to reach out at this point because he's been told, and that's why he's reluctant. Let the fight come to you.
His left eye is swelling. Quartey's targeting, looking for chances to fire the right hand again. De La Hoya reluctant to use his left, and a hard right hand again.
Now the left hand of Quartey is making some points here.